We are going to be discussing ISTE Standard Net C3 Digital Age Learning Environments. Technology coaches create and support effective digital age learning environments to maximize the learning of all students. For INST, we spent a lot of time in 3B, maintain and manage a variety of digital tools and resources for teachers and student use in technology-rich learning environments. For one of the assignments that we did, we used Photoshop, Adobe Photoshop, and we took a variety of different pictures and we manipulated them in several different ways. And then we put those into a PowerPoint and then discussed issues that we may have had. So when you open this one up, the PowerPoint, it looks like this, and then it starts with the original, and then with layers, I created a different kind of sheen on it, more of a sepia kind of tone, and then I embedded another photograph on top of it. This is straighten and crop, the original. Obviously, I didn't do a great job over here, and I took this rotor off of this helicopter, unfortunately. Added text. I actually made it a little bit greener in the background as well. I kind of wanted that to pop. And remove an object. So I removed the shadows from the ground. They could be seen as distracting, I suppose. Remove a person. And in this, I removed my poor son. As you can see in the background, he fades away. Remove and move object from the original. So here is a variety of UH-60 Blackhawks. They're flying together. So I moved that one over to the side a little bit. That was a little bit trickier than some of the others because of the fine details. And for this one, I blurred out the background. This is my son and my husband. So it just makes them stand out a little bit more. This one is blur a human because obviously in education, especially those of us working on web pages, which most of the technology coaches are, we need to protect the identity of our students. So I went through and I blurred out all the students' pictures and their faces except for my son. A panorama shot. This one, this was a lot of fun and it wasn't nearly as difficult as I thought it would be. I downloaded the pictures, uploaded it, and then you organize it. Photoshop actually does all the work. And then here I reflected on different things that I did and issues that I may have run into, places where I found information. I've used it previously when I taught multimedia in middle school. I've used programs that were very similar. Another project that we did in INST 7300 is we analyzed different design tools and then we shared them with other people in our class. So I went through and I looked at Pixlr Express. I've used something similar to that in my classroom. It doesn't require a login. It doesn't collect information. For video, Shadow Puppet. It's free. I like free. All teachers like free. Animation, Flip-a-Clip, and podcast, Audacity, and then ThingLink, which I love, but it's not free. It's actually pretty pricey in the grand scheme of things. And I'm not sure about everybody else's budget, but it's not. Mine was very, very small. So that would be an example of digital tools. Another thing that we did, if you can see these here, these are tutorials that I made of animations. So one was Toon Boom by Harmony. That one was probably my favorite, but it's also the most difficult. If you have a relatively good grasp on Photoshop, this is great. It's a great way to make a little clip. I just did a little jellyfish. Blabberize could be used even with preschoolers probably. If they have access to tablets, you can do this on Chromebooks. Blabberize takes any picture and it makes them talk. It's actually really hilarious. You can make animals talk. It's very cool. You could use this for history, science, for your ELL students, you name it. I mean, the sky's the limit with that. And then 2P2, that one was a little more difficult. I just made these little people dancing. It was a lot of fun doing it, and I could see that maybe being used as a hook in the beginning of a class or to wrap something up or like embed it somewhere in your content to bring attention to whatever it is you're speaking about or to bring them back in. me. It's an alternative to talking about Fortnite every 5 minutes to gain their attention, I suppose. Another thing we did is we created our own videos, kind of. I did mine on spatial disorientation. This is just a way of taking videos, splicing them, making them fade. We put titles in there. This one has some closed captioning in it. And you just kind of go on. You can take a variety of small videos and you can put them together. You can control the volume. You can add background music if you need to. This is a great tool for if you're going to be out of class. It's a great tool for review later in the day. There's a lot of different things that you can do with this. So this has been kind of an overview of how coaches can maintain and manage a variety of tools. If you have a website, you could upload these and share these with your teachers, even parents if they're looking for something to kind of keep their kids engaged. It's relatively fun to do at home.